Okay, deviation from normality. This is one of two magnet fishing rigs that I have. The other one is currently in the bottom of American Lake as it is stuck and broken on a very large piece of structural steel that supported the dock I was magnet fishing off of. I'll get into that one here in a minute. This one is one I rigged up long after I built that one, and this one is built out of 1/4 inch aluminum plate. This I cut out of, I didn't buy this aluminum this way, I cut this out of some piece of scrap that the Army had, it was something the Army had bought and then threw it away. It was in scrap metal. So I just cut out a basically 18 by 18 inch square. And let's see on the back side, bolts coming loose. On the back side we have 90, I think 6. There were 100 of them on here, neodymium magnets. And these little guys are good for about 20 pounds of pull each, if I remember correctly. I'll put not a link, but I'll put a picture. Actually, yeah, I'll see if I can put a link in it to where I bought these. I bought all my neodymium magnets from KMJmagnetics.com. Wonderful company, wonderful site. These are all held in place with 6, I think these are number 6 machine screws with a tapered head, because these are tapered magnets so that the head is recessed. It's not the head of this isn't proud, as would be the machining term. So I drilled all the holes, and then all of the holes are tapped. In other words, I put threads into the block of aluminum. Now the center one, I don't remember what bolt this is. I got this from Lowe's. Because I think this is good for 2,000 pounds, something like that. More than what this thing will pick up. Now, the bolt here is proud, and that's intentional. I did that because 20 pounds a piece, if I got into a big piece of structural steel, I might have to get a cherry picker or an engine puller, as you might know, to dislodge this and make it let go from the whatever it latched onto. So by having this big bolt, and it sits out about 3/4 inch, that gives gap. So if this hit something, then I should have a much greater ease in getting the plate back. Now, this is really only good for rocky bottoms and super sandy bottoms. More rock than sand, this is not good for mud, and I'll tell you why. This surface area on this is huge, and you don't have a lot of weight. This weighs about 16 pounds. Now that means that on rock it's fine, because we're trying to get Gerbers, knives, things like that, which this will readily pick up, no problem. And also get lots of fish hooks. We'll run this along. If there's a little public swimming area where the kids play, then we'll walk this along behind or in front of us and get any fish hooks or knives or needles or anything else that might have ended up in the kids' swimming area that could danger the kids, or harm the kids, I should say. So that's what this is built for. This is not built to pick up heavier objects. That's what my other one was for. I'll also link the magnet I used for that. And I'll talk about why that failed probably in a later video. But the reason this is only good for rocky stuff is that because it has such a big surface area, a pocket knife or a Gerber will sink into the mud. This laying on top of it might not sink in the mud far enough to get it to pull in. So if you're on rocky stuff, no problem, especially if it's a flat bottom. This would be perfect for that. You cover a lot of area very quickly. Whereas the other magnet I had was a 2.5 inch neodymium magnet. It was good for like 244 pounds of pull. beautiful for mud because it would sink right in and pull that stuff out. But for covering a lot of area at once, wasn't very good. So I'm building a kind of an improvement to that one. I got done designing it today, but that's going to be about, I don't know, maybe 6 months till I'm complete with that one.